Hey everyone, the Very Good Food Company just announced that it's going to open up another facility in BC called their Rupert facility, which will allow them to increase production based on the demand, while their California facility is still on standby just because of the rising virus cases that are there. Okay, so we're going to look at all of that. And this is a stock that I've been quite interested in just because it has an expanding market, right? And again, their mission here is to employ plant-based food tech to create low-processed products that are delicious and maintain a wholesome nutritional profile. Okay. And recently I bought the stock at around $2.60. And then since then I've sold at $5 and I'm looking into getting into the stock again. As we can see here, it's up 8% on the day, probably because of this news, and it's sitting at around $3.89. I do think that it has room to go lower, and I hopefully will be able to buy in at around the $3 price range. Okay, so again, we're going to go over their news release, but first I want to show you some key figures on why I think this company is going to grow tremendously over the next 5 to 10 years. Okay, so first of all, look at the addressable market cap. Addressable market in general, from 10 billion in 2018 to 30 billion projected in 2026, right? And this is a stock with right now a market cap of 330 million Canadian. Okay, so a huge potential market that they can get into if they, of course, market their products right and expand as they're projected to expand. Okay, and one, they have a huge e-commerce business, which is shown right here. We can see that for the online sales, it skyrocketed from March to April from 155,000 to $356,000, right? Which is just ridiculous, you know? And of course, their restaurant butcher shop sales actually increased from 27,000 to 49,000 month over month. And their wholesale sales also increased from around 48,000 to 73,000 from March to April. Okay, so this is just, you know, a growth beast, and I'm very excited for what this company has to offer, which we'll see has, if we go scroll through their slides, they have quite a few products, right? Right now they have the Very Good Burger, the Smokin' Burger, the Very British Banger, Smokin' Bangers, ribs, steak, and all these, as we can see here. And again, just look at this. This product looks amazing, right? And I've actually tried their burgers, and it definitely tastes like an actual burger. It's quite surprising. I'm not a vegetarian myself or a vegan myself, but I do believe that this movement will definitely take off, right? So I'm very excited for this company. And of course, let's get on to the announcement that they made today. And I just have the key updates on the right there if you want to pause the screen and read, but we'll go through it one by one, okay? So first, of course, they signed a lease to secure a new production facility in Vancouver called the Rupert facility, which is right here in the first paragraph. And in the second paragraph, they talk about how it's capable of producing up to 37 million pounds of annualized product, which is to be phased in over the next year, which represents an approximate increase of 2,690%, which is ridiculous. Okay, it's huge, right? And this is why they're doing this, is it's an opportunity to address the near-term demand. So often their products sell out and they're in high demand, right? So right now they're creating this facility to address the near-term demand while they work to operationalize the facility in California, right? Just because of the rising virus cases, which we'll actually see right now. One of the reasons why they're phasing in this Rupert facility is because they're on standby in California, just because the cases right there are rising tremendously. Right here we can see sort of a second wave of the virus hit, and it's, you know, just been having the highest case numbers since, you know, August, right, where they reached 11,000 cases. Right now they're at around 8,700 cases per day, so quite high, right? So that's one of the reasons. And third paragraph we see, or this is the fourth paragraph from the CEO, we expect to be able to bring the Rupert facility online swiftly and add significant capacity to address current production shortfalls arising from strong demand for our products in Canada and the US, of course. And the virus caseload is not as bad in BC as it is in California, right? So again, that's good news. And here they talk about their leasing arrangement, and if you want, you can pause and read here. I'm not, terribly interested in that, but it just talks about how they'll be paying for this facility. Okay. The next piece of news is they actually have a new U.S. wholesale broker relationship. And again, we'll read here. The company is pleased to announce a U.S. wholesale broker agency relationship with Good Now Foods, an established sales and marketing agent specializing in placing health food products in retailers across the west coast of the U.S. Good Now Foods has been engaged to secure wholesale partnerships in the U.S. in advance of the production ramp up scheduled for 2021, right? So this is a very strategic move to work with U.S. agencies to, partner and market their products before their ramp up scheduled in 2021, right? So if we're looking at this stock, from in not even 5 to 10 years, in like 1 to 3 years from now, we expect a huge ramp up in production that we can have already seen here. If we go back a couple slides, right here, where this trend hopefully will continue, and they'll be able to deliver more and more product to more and more customers and operate on higher margins just due to economies of scale. Because when you produce more products, generally for each extra product you produce, you're able to actually decrease the cost of that product just because of mass scaling, and that's called economies of scale, right? So hopefully we'll be able to see an increase in their margins, right? And finally, they have an update on their Mount Pleasant, BC, Canada, and Patterson, California facilities. And mainly they want to say that they want to strategically shift the Mount Pleasant facility to be mainly that of research and development. And so this facility is expected to house the company's second restaurant, a unique vegan butcher shop concept, along with space for research and development offices. The company believes that this investment in product development will allow for the rapid introduction of new innovative products into the market, right? And how we've seen how, Beyond Meat, which is also a leader in the vegan sector, actually much further ahead and much more established than Very Good Butchers, but I believe the Very Good Butchers has much more growth potential. We can see that hopefully if they actually produce better tasting products, they'll be able to partner with companies like McDonald's and Harvey's, for example, to promote more vegetarian alternatives, which definitely seems like what is the shift that's going on in the food industry right now at the moment, at least, right? And they say that the design and layout for the company's Mount Pleasant facility have been finalized, et cetera, et cetera. And more importantly, let's talk about the California facility. They finally finished their initial design layout, and the company has recruited a plant manager with extensive experience in the food manufacturing industry to oversee its operations. The Patterson facility manager will undergo training at the Very Good Food Victoria facility and will help set up the Rupert facility over the next 6 to 8 months to ensure cohesive practices throughout all of the company's production locations. Okay, so I really like this about the company is that they're very methodical in their ways, and they have a plan to, of course, expand and, of course, to meet the demand that they have right now for their products. So they're opening up another facility in BC. Of course, it's strategically placed so that it's close to all the executives because, of course, this company is founded in BC, right? As for when I'm looking to enter into the stock, I really think that this stock we'll see a bit of a reversal, and we'll hopefully go down to around the $3 price point at which I will be able to enter. Just because like over the past 6 months, this stock has been on a run up by, look at this, like 400%, right? So I think this is a bit of an expensive stock to put my money in, and I definitely agree that this is a spec play that has, it's definitely not yet an established company, and so I do believe that for $1/3 billion as this company's market cap is right now, I think it's a bit overpriced for me at the moment. Okay, but these are just my thoughts. Again, just to let you know, I do not get paid to do a promotion on the Very Good Food Company. I know that they have a lot of sort of not investigations, but a lot of people, charging the Very Good Food Company for inflating their stock price, but this is just my own research, my own opinion. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor. Please do your own research before buying and selling stocks. And yeah, if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. And until the next video, I'll see you next time.